Hello everyone, welcome back to Comparative Investing Techniques CIT channel. This video is actually specially made for our member, but of course for non-member or apparently if you are still not a member, you are also welcome to watch this video because this video actually help our member to understand the core service provided by CIT and how we actually help our member to grow their money over time. Right, so for CIT, as what we have always been emphasizing, we are not an educational online portals. That means we actually do not teach. Unlike most of the online portals, they are actually trying to get you to sign up their courses and to learn how to invest. But for us, we totally do not teach. What we actually provide is we provide you with our research information to help you to construct your portfolio and to make money over time. So our portals is actually a very applicational basis, right? So what we have done to share with investor on how to make money over time is we have once again we have done up this portfolio created on the 20th of August 2020. That was about 6 months ago. For members or investors who have been following CIT for the past 2 years, right, you will note that we have actually created at least 3 or 4 portfolio at different timeline. Alright, so if you have been following us very closely, then I don't have to explain anymore because you actually know what is going on. But if you are totally new or you are not really so up to date in following our video, then this is something that you can actually watch and to get yourself with more information about CIT. Alright, so for this portfolio that we created on the 20th of August, right, up to now in total there were 10 stocks added into this portfolio. So whenever we have added the stocks into this portfolio, we have actually recorded a link. For example, let's say we talk about China Communication Construction, right? So we just right click and copy this link, and we go to our web page. Alright, so you can see that in our Facebook, right, on the 21st of August 2021, we have already updated this top 20 stocks attachment into our Facebook to actually to highlight that on that day apparently these are the 5 stocks that actually trade at a minimum 50% discount and below their intrinsic value. So all these stocks that are highlighted in pink, it actually represent that they were investment opportunity. So what we have done is that we actually added all these 5 stocks into our portfolio. Right, so for China Communication Construction was added at 378. So you can see that here also stated at 378, right? China Everbright Water was added at 26 cents. So you can see that it was at 26 cents. Indo Food Agri Resources was at 30 cents. And you can also see it was at 30 cents. China Railway Group was at $3.60. Okay, again, it was shown as 360, and Bank of China was 270. So it was at 270. So on the 20th of August 2021, okay, which was the same day as per what we have recorded over here, these 5 stocks were actually added into our portfolio, which we have already shared with investor by updating onto our Facebook. But of course, if you are not a member, then you don't get to see all this information because all this information are only meant for member. Alright, so of course along the way, as time goes by, because this is on 20th of August, right? So as time goes by, we have 25th of August, we added Asiatic Group. We have 31st of August, we added Agricultural Bank of China, and so on and so forth. So every stocks that we added, we actually recorded a link to prove that we have already shared all this information on our Facebook on the day that we have added. It's not now then we come and talk about it, right? We don't do that. We always provide evidence on everything that we share with investor, and over time when we go back to look at all this evidence, then we can see what is the performance of CIT, right? This is the style of CIT. Alright, so you can see that out of these 10 stocks that we have added so far, apparently 8 are in profit and 2 are actually in losses, and that actually come up with a portfolio return of 8.68%. Alright, so along the way we do have some update. You can see that we actually have an update on the 31st of August, September, October. Then because we are actually on a busy schedule, so we don't update so often, so few of the months we actually miss the updating. Then when come right now March, then we update again. Right, so you can see that the portfolio return actually started at only 1.9% when the portfolio was just created. So along the way it went up to 16%. So because of recently the Russia-Ukraine war, market actually adjusted and prices actually come down. So you can see that the portfolio return also fell. Alright, so of course because all the stocks here are actually included from both SGX and Hang Seng Index. So of course we need to compare with these two index to see how CIT portfolio fare. So for Hang Seng Index, when it was started on 20th of August 2021, it was at 24,849 points. So as at 18 March, which was last Friday, it was traded at 21,412 points. So basically for Hang Seng Index, it has depreciated by 13.83% versus CIT portfolio of 8.68%. So meaning that the stock market actually fell, but for CIT our performance also affected, but we do not go into losses, but the stock market actually go into losses. Alright, so when we look at the Swiss Time Index, started at 3,102 points. So as at 18 March, it was at 3,333 points. So STI actually went up by 7.35%, versus CIT, it is still lower than our portfolio return. Right, so this is a reason why that you can see that when you invest via CIT, you will never lose money. So this is a point that we have ever shared with investor. When you actually sign up our member, we offer you 100% refund of membership fee in the event if investor fail to make profit or lose money after their portfolio created via our investment report. But of course on condition that you must at least maintain a portfolio of 20 stocks, minimum holding period of at least 1 year. Do not pick stocks. All stocks have to be bought at equal or similar weightage. That means every stocks you only buy once, and every stocks you buy at the same weightage. And you don't these stocks I like it very much, I buy more. Then these stocks I don't like it so much, I buy at a much lesser amount. No, you don't do that. Every stocks you buy at the same amount, and you don't pick stocks. So basically once you have created this portfolio, in the event if you lose money, we refund you 100% of your membership fee. Why are we so confident of that? Because throughout all the portfolio that we have shared and we have created, you have investors who have been actively following us, you will never see any of our portfolio actually lose money. I'm referring to a portfolio as a whole, not on individual stocks. Individual stocks, yes, we can have individual stocks in losses, but the overall portfolio of your investment fund, you will never lose money. This is a guarantee provided by CIT, and no other online portals can actually give such guarantee. Alright, so this is something that we like to share with investor. Of course, we also like to highlight to investor the importance of a long-term investment, because if you were to compound your money on a long-term basis, whereby we have ever shared this calculator before, if a yearly return of just 20% with a yearly investment amount of $1,000 for the next 30 years, so at the end of the 30 years, your capital is 30,000, because every year you invest 1,000, and your compounded value is actually at 1.4 million. Alright, so the longer the amount that you actually the timeline that you actually compound, you get to make more money. Right, so this is something that we like to share, and thank you for watching this video, and goodbye.